Hi everyone, it's Jody. Welcome to this week's Stencil Saturday video. This week I have marked out my crossed square stencil. I'm not going to use the stencil to really create a design other than the fact that I really just wanted these two lines. If you were doing just a block, it'd be easy enough to mark those, but I would prefer not to have to figure out the spacing, and so I like to just use the stencil because, even though I don't need any of these lines in here, it's just easiest for me, I think, to lay it down and just mark that, and I get these lines. And we're going to work with my Mod Rounded Squares ruler, the large size. And I'm going to do kind of like a clamshell design. So that also is why I chose this stencil, because I can, the squares on the stencil are 3" and the ruler will stitch a 6". So what I'm going to do is start, I'll line my ruler up right here, and I'm going to go to the second line here, so that's going to stitch a 3/4 of an inch area. And then I have these markings, so then I can just slide over to do the next one. And we're going to do them like clamshells. So I need to know, so that one can straddle the center of the other two, I can have this center line to use for lining up. So let me go ahead and get ready here. Okay, so I'm just going to lay my ruler down here and line up with that line right here, the bottom one, and I'm just going to stitch. Okay, slide it over to this side, and this time we're only going to have a half. Now I'm going to scoot up far enough that until that line is on the top of this line. So now I need a full one because I need to straddle both of these. Okay, so I'm going to put this second line down on top of the previously stitched design, center it up here, and I need to move back down here just a little bit so I'm against the ruler, and stitch over, land me right in the center of the full one, and then here we're going to have a half again. I'm just going to do that again. I like to just put the ruler, well, I don't actually want to go the whole way, but okay, I have my center lined up right here, and we are ready to stitch. Land right on that line, slide the ruler over. Now we need the full one to go to the center. So we are going to scoot up here until we're in the right place. Oh, I guess I'm not. What am I doing? Look at to see that my center line is there. Get all these threads out of the way here. Drives me crazy when those are in my stitching. And just move the ruler over, and the half. So very simple. Now, I will say, if you look at what we've stitched so far, it's hard to see it because I should have probably done a longer piece of fabric. But you could easily be doing something inside of these. You might want to stitch one and then, maybe an echo in there, or maybe you stitch one and echo on the top. It really doesn't matter. It still would work out. You're just, because we're only using the middle lines, which that would still be working out for you. Or maybe when this is done, the whole area, section, whatever, maybe you want to go back in and do something in maybe this row and then do every other row. It's another option. So let me line up for this one. Again, this is on the center. Second line down is on top of my previously stitched quilting. Slide back down here so I can catch that curve. Over, move the ruler. And I am just going to continue doing this. I guess I don't really need to move up. Lined up on top, center lines lined up, all the way over. Move the ruler. Stitch again. This time we're gonna be on top of the previous stitched lines. Slide the ruler over. Full one. What? Probably too far. Half. Full. Half. So this actually, I feel like is going pretty quick. I don't think I even need to fast forward to stitch the rest. Full. Half. Full. And a half. So that went pretty quick. So let's take a look at that. And you can see, I mean, let me see if I can get the chalk here. Some of it anyway. Okay, so there it is. I mean, I like it. And you can see how easily you could go back and add some things into these. They're a nice area, but I don't think that they're too much of an area to leave unquilted, depending on the density that you want. So I hope, you guys like that design, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.